The Executive Director of Third World Network Africa, Dr. Yao Graham, is questioning government's move to monetize the country's mineral resources. Earlier this month, government secured Parliament's approval to set up a company that would manage Ghana's mineral royalties for development. But Dr. Graham tells Joy Business there is no way the deal can be justified considering the planned approach in raising the funds.
The Mbeki report highlighted the fact that Africa is the continent from which the largest amount of illicit financial flows go out, particularly from our extractive sector. So there's a huge irony and amorality that the government of the leading gold-producing country in Africa resorts to an approach which, among other things, sees the use of tax havens as a foundational act in the exercise. We can come to the other aspects of the thing. So first of all, the way in which, as part of consolidating Ghanaian democracy, accountability and transparency is built into revenue management as exemplified by the petroleum management, revenue management. This is a complete deviation from that. We should also take that back to the fact that it's not simply accounting for any old tax revenue. These are non-renewable resources from which these things are coming. So the issue of intergenerational benefit is quite important.
Do I get from you, Doc, that there is no justification for using this approach to raise this money because the structure is already there? If we want to even leverage on our mineral royalties to raise money, even if that approach is justified?
No, I'm questioning the approach for a number of reasons. But you see, fundamentally also, this is a savage privatization of what should be a responsibility of the state. Who are the people in this offshore company who are going to be managing this thing on behalf of the people of Ghana? The mechanism has been set up so that it's away from public scrutiny to the procedures of Parliament and so on. It is justified in terms of keeping investors happy. When I listened to the chair of the Parliamentary Finance Committee yesterday speaking on Joy, I was very sad. I was extremely sad that somebody who is supposed to be the custodian of the people's interest could not answer a question about the choice of an offshore vehicle for this transaction. Something which goes fundamentally to a growing, so I mean the fact that, I mean this government, President Kufuor, who it's, always talking about democracy, accountability, and Ghana's profile in terms of democracy, can actually be using a method which increasingly is seen as a method for crooks, money launderers, and people who want to avoid accountability. An offshore company in a tax haven by an African government is an absolute travesty.